Imagine a scene. You got it?
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
cops surrounding a building.
Oh boy.
There's some sort of hostage situation going on in there.
Yeah.
He's yelling out. He's like, I want to talk to somebody. They're like, we've got people on the way. Jeff, relax.
What time period is this?
This is pretty current.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in it. That's how you know how current it is.
We can be anywhere.
He says they should be here. Any car just like screeches up there.
Yeah.
It's
Perfect timing.
Yeah, it's a Astra. If we do some advertising, we might get a free Astra, right? Okay.
All the gangsters are driving them.
Out of the car, two people step out. Well, I guess we're on the same side of the car, but just purely for the camera's sake, so it looks cool.
Yeah.
So it's like an upshot as the feet.
Yeah.
And we step out of the car and it looks up.
Yeah.
And it's you.
Yeah.
And there's also me. We've got aviators on, and we like whip off our aviators. Pretty cool. And we just sort of swap them, and then we put on the aviator. Maybe they got mixed up in the glove box or something. You're like, bring me the speaky make loud voice. The gramophone, speakerphone, the loudspeaker. Bring me a loudspeaker. Like, here you go. And you grab that loudspeaker, you're like, hey! And
as most no,
I'm trying to do an intro over here.
I want to interject.
Keep your input to a minimum, please.
Yes.
You're like, hey, what's up? And Jeff, I believe his name was, he's like, I've got a list of demands. And you're like, Jeff, relax, okay? My name's Rye. This is my partner, Mitchell. How can we... You're shot in the head, right?
Yeah.
Intro ruined somewhat.
Yeah.
Slow-mo. I'm like, no. And I catch you, and you're definitely dead. And I'm just like holding you out. So just like, no. And paramedics run over and they're like, what's happened? How can we? I'm like, don't you fucking say it. Don't say it. That's our thing. That's our thing. And I'm like, trying to help you myself. I'm like trying to suck the bullet out of the wound. And they're like, sir, stop that. Sir, you can't. And I'm like, you don't know him. You don't know what he likes. We're friends. We've got a show. He's Rye. I'm Mitchell. He was Rye. I'm still Mitchell. We have a show. It's called How Can We Help You? Jeff's like, I want to chop him. You're not getting a fucking chopper, Jeff. How do you like that intro? It's a good one.
That was a ride. What a ride.
What a ride.
What a ride.
You didn't see you dying, did you?
No, it didn't.
That was a twist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought you were a hero. You're
I
not.
still am.
No, you're still a hero in my
I think you're
book.
probably more of a hero if you die.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Martyr.
Looks better in the
You're
press.
a martyr for the hospitality industry.
I'm the Nipsey Hussle of hospitality. That's inappropriate.
Hey, welcome to How Can We Help You?
Oh, God, I've dug my own grave.
Yep, and I'll fill it in with dirt. I'm Mitchell. That's Rye Boy.
Yeah.
In the corner, handcuffed to a radiator with a sword just out of reach. Wayde the spade. You could have got him to dig your grave. Because he can always dig it. Hey, how the fuck are you, mate?
I'm pretty good.
Good?
Yep.
Couple of episodes out?
Yes. And they've been received extremely well.
Yeah, how you
by
dealing
mum.
with a celebrity?
Mum liked it.
Your mum?
Yep.
Brilliant.
What does your mum think?
I don't know. I know she's heard it because I saw she follows us on Instagram.
Interesting.
She's overseas at the moment. Mm-hmm. I imagine she doesn't like all the swears we do. Imagine she's probably quite shocked because I don't really do swears at home.
My mum never did any swears. Not one until I was about 18.
Not to your face.
Well, no. I
As soon
assume
as
she
you
did
turn
them
around,
quietly.
she's like, you little shit fuck.
What a little cunt. That guy? Oh my God.
I'm sick of his dick. I don't know. That's not the right swear
This
word.
is hey, look, this episode's going real good.
Yeah. Hi, Mum.
Now she loves it. Now she loves a little bit of swearing.
Yeah.
And
She's all about it.
She tells me to fuck off sometimes as a joke, and I think it's very funny.
I do too.
Yeah, we're doing good.
I've had
Good relationship, me and my mum.
when I've told people about the podcast. I've had a lot of people say, like, I've sent them a link, and they're like, several hours later, maybe a day later, they're like, can't wait to listen to it. It's quite a good time later. How long are you going to wait? Considering you physically can't wait. It's really quite annoying. Hey, we also were talking about, I had an idea, right? You were talking about how we should get guests on because we have both been in the hospitality industry.
Yep.
We have both been in the hospitality industry for quite a good amount of time, but mainly in cafes and a little bit of food service, and that's about it. Bit of retail.
Yeah, like the only place that I've done that have got kitchens involved, that I'm involved with the kitchen or involved with bars or involved with any other aspects of hospitality has always been the shambles. So it's kind of places where you're running around doing a bit of everything. So it's fun.
Yeah.
And you get your mittens wet. It's a common expression.
Once you're dipping your mittens in all the salsas.
But I can't say I'm a pro. That's for sure. I can make a burger.
Yep. You made us dinner.
I did.
It was great.
Excellent.
Stirred it, fried it.
Yep, I did those things.
The two most important parts of a stir fry.
Besides almost all the other parts.
Yeah,
The ingredients.
there's quite a lot going on probably. But listen, you were talking about how we should get guests on.
Yeah, yes, I think so. Well, we're running out of content at some point soon.
Yeah, I mean, this could be it.
Yep. So true. Trilogies are all the hit now. I watched Iron Man 3
especially
not long
if the
ago.
third
and
one
I saw
is
how well
garbage.
It worked.
And you don't know how to end it, i.e. Lord of the Rings. Guess we might get, some people from bars.
Yep.
That's a hospitality thing. I guess we could get hospice crew on.
I would love to do an episode of let's just steal the concept of Where Are They Now?
Yeah.
But it's where are hospice?
Yeah.
And we're going to find them.
Find them, bring them on.
Yeah.
But
They're probably working in a pub.
yeah, they've
can't
probably
imagine-
got some great stories
They're
about
probably not
hospitality.
living off their record sales.
No. I don't think they had many records pressed. I think it was a few CDs flogged. But, okay, I'm going to give you a name as a guest.
Yep.
I'm just going to give you a surname, though.
Yep.
I'm going to float it towards you, see what you think.
Sure.
Obama. All the big podcasts, they get an Obama on.
He's not as busy now.
No, he's pretty much kicking back. All photos I see of him are usually he's doing the shoot 'em up boys, not an armed robbery, like basketball, 2-point shoot 'em ups, But
Yeah.
Conan,
Yep.
he had Mrs. Obama on.
Yep.
That means
Shelley.
Yep. Well, yeah. That's good.
So she likes to be called.
But I reckon we should get an Obama on, at least. We'll start at the top, work our way through until we get one. Maybe one of Shelley's cousins might be free. The daughters are probably ready. What are the baby Obamas called? I don't know their names, but they're probably ready to enter into the working force.
You reckon they're going to go into bars?
Yeah.
And
well,
cafes?
I think he and Shelley probably have a thing where they would like their kids to be as normal an upbringing as possible.
Yeah.
And when they hit a certain age,
Yeah.
you need to put them out there working at Macca's.
Yeah.
Make sure they're grounded in a way.
Yeah.
So maybe they want to come on and talk about their experiences at McDonald's. If any Obamas want to come on and talk about their experiences at McDonald's, we'll have to get some more chairs.
Or if they want to get some training. I don't know I feel like they could probably do better in Melbourne coffee scene than they will in Macca's.
I think if there's one thing that Barack has wanted, it's assistance in raising his children to be good at hospitality. And we can help. That's what we're here to do. We're here to answer questions. We're here to have a laugh. And we're here to teach Obama's children
How to
provide,
pour a swan.
Yeah, how to pour a latte art swan.
Which I'm very good at.
Yeah, well, I don't think you've ever even tried.
100% success rate. That makes sense.
Yeah, if you don't try,
Yeah.
you'll never.
Well, I've not failed.
Yeah, so you're still full of potential. And the
That's how I like to keep it.
Yeah, don't bother using it. Then people will know. At the moment, you're like, oh yeah, he could do it. Maybe. Let's see.
I'm not going to,
Beginner's luck, maybe.
I'm not going to try it.
don't
I'm not a big fan of them anyway. I'm not
Swans?
I'm just not a big fan of latte art in my coffee. I like really simple latte art.
Latte art's like it's not as necessary as you think. Just because someone can pour really good latte art, which a lot of our guys can.
Yep.
It doesn't mean they're very good at coffee. It doesn't mean they have made
Which
incredibly
our guys
well-textured
are.
milk. Yeah, which they are. Of course.
Just to clarify that.
But it is what a lot of people who don't really go in for the more high end of coffee, they're not sipping at it and trying to detect subtle notes of anything. They're smashing a coffee. They see latte art. There's actually tests that were done where people were sat down with no blindfolds on. As often when you sit down, you don't have blindfolds on, and it was how they were sitting this time as well.
Yeah.
And they were presented with 2 lattes. One of them, beautiful latte art in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The other one, just poured very well textured milk, poured so it mixed through quite nicely.
Yeah.
They were like, which do you prefer, this one or this one? They were like, Swanny boy over here, the one with the swan. I love swans. Love it.
Yeah.
Blindfold. Out of blindfold,
Yeah.
they prefer the other one. It's a thing that makes you think, oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
This must taste better.
Yeah.
But on that same note, it is something that I like our guys to do for tourists
Yeah.
because that's what they're in Melbourne for. We're all wanky about coffee. And people come here and they want to know that the person making their wanky coffee knows exactly what they're doing and can do pretty things.
Yeah.
Something that...
Yep. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just jump in.
Yeah.
I guess my observation would be that, like, so if I went to a 5-star restaurant or something like that, then sure, I want like a fancy ass presentation. But coffee is just more of just an everyday necessity. So like fancy latte art, it just makes you feel more like a country boy. I don't need none of that fancy shit. Just need a blob of froth on the top and give it to me hot.
I can
Saved
do that
it.
for you. No, but something I think that we get a lot of tourists in because we are fairly good at it, and we're in an area where there are a lot of tourists. I've worked in places in the past where tourists come specifically because of our showy coffees.
Yep.
And I've been to places where they do fancy things like rainbow latte art. Yep. It's purely visual. It's not going to do anything other than stain your teeth, really.
Yeah.
There's no benefit to that. It's not flavored in any way.
Yeah.
But people go there to do that Instagram photo.
Yeah.
And that is how, like, I don't think people treat tourists with enough respect when they come in. A lot of baristas are just like, or especially people interacting with them, a little bit roll their eyes, standoffish. These people don't know what they want, all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I listen, I'm worldly. I've traveled. You could say I've traveled the world.
Yep.
Name a country.
Uganda.
Not there.
Yeah, cool.
Name Japan.
Turkey.
Yeah, I've been to Turkey as well.
All right.
Haha, I gotcha. But I've also been to Japan.
Yeah.
And I don't speak Japanese. Speak a couple of things, but Japanese is not one of them.
Yep.
And
List them off. How many? What do you speak?
German?
Good. No, sorry.
Good.
That's all
That's German. Well done.
I keep it subtle though. I don't brag about
I
it.
know 200 words of Swahili.
Is that on a scorecard?
No, it just tells me on the app how
Yeah.
many I'm up to. Conversational stuff.
Yep.
Mambo. It
Yep.
means what's up.
Cool. That's very helpful.
Tunajengwa cho.
Yep.
We're building a toilet. Just normal conversational stuff that might come up every day if you're in Tanzania.
Yeah. So when you're in Japan,
Yeah, let me tell you about that. Went to Japan, right? And It was the first time being incredibly white. It wasn't my first time being incredibly white.
No,
Born like
I
this,
can imagine.
weirdly. But being incredibly white,
Yeah.
rarely experience racism.
Yep. In Brisbane, really?
But it's...
Things are pretty
Don't tell
relaxed.
people where I'm from. This is too specific. They're going to track down my history. They're going to find my parents.
I'm talking Brisbane in Europe.
Oh, yeah. But it's the first time I've received bad service just because I wasn't Japanese.
Yeah, right.
That's not because I'm white, but it was just because I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and I was a pain in the ass to deal with because a lot of miming.
Yep.
I'd draw a chicken. I'd just draw a little chicken, and I'd be like,
took you 10 minutes to get to your table because of all the invisible glass, like all the invisible walls between you and the table.
What?
Yeah, mimes with the...
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
It's good.
I could have delivered it faster. Might have been funnier.
I'd already forgotten that I'd said miming by the time he came out with that joke, but I'm into it now that you mentioned it.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Sorry. No, hey, next time. Can you edit it so that it happened just after when I said miming? Wait, thanks. But yeah, and it made me come back to Australia with the realization that people who are not good at English should be treated with extra attention.
Yeah.
Because it's likely they're on holiday. People on holiday are more likely to review your cafe generally. And why wouldn't you want to affect somebody's holiday with a positive experience in your own country?
Hey, how about we be real cynical about it as well? Do you like money?
Yeah.
They're going to drop a lot more money than anybody else.
That's true.
So even then, just if you want, you like the dollar, go out and make it by doing some latte art and explain the menu from top to bottom. Because the chances are, if you say two things that they like, they'll be like, we're on holiday. That's how they. And then they'll buy them both.
Yeah,
because fuck it.
That's true. We did have some
We're out.
customers recently who came in, didn't speak much English,
Yep.
and we just sort of sorted them out with what we figured they wanted. They showed us some photos on Instagram and stuff, so that's great. That helps. And then we had our barista making 4 very different, pretty coffees.
Yeah.
And then they did that. They left a great review. They bought some coffee to take back to their motherland, which I don't know what it was. But you'll find a lot
Brisbane.
of... Brisbane, Europe. But what I mean is I've worked at places and where it's sort of in a touristy area, and that is every time tourists come in, the wait staff are like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe I have to deal with all these people who don't speak English. And I'm like, they're better people. English speakers are going to be mean to you sometimes.
Yeah.
People who don't speak English, they're going to be as polite as someone you can't understand will be.
I definitely grew up in a touristy area. But the issue then is because it's further out, it's not in the city, it's in a country town. And so touristy area, and they all want to come and have a fun time. But then all the people who are working in the cafes are generally young people who can't wait to get out of town.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't give a fuck. And I was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So it's
so
hard
you were rude to people?
It wasn't rude. I didn't
just
go
didn't go
that
the
extra mile. I didn't
Yeah.
explain the menu to them and do a swan.
I think you realize how much it's appreciated if you are overseas one time, or somewhere where you just don't feel very welcome, and a waiter goes that extra mile to just go, listen, this is not a racist cafe. We like you being here.
Yeah.
Let me help you through this process. This is the experience that you want. This is the experience that they will pay for.
Yeah.
And you can legitimately make their holiday a memorable one.
Yeah.
They're going to remember your cafe. People in Melbourne duck in and they're going to be like, can I have a coffee? And you're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And then they're gone and they're going to be like, yeah, I had a coffee there once, yeah. whatever. These guys are going to come in and they're going to be like, it was great. They were so accommodating. They did everything we wanted. Our holiday is great. I love Melbourne. There's graffiti everywhere. You know, all the things. Graffiti coffee,
without all the crime.
the leany yellow thing. What else do tourists do? You know that big leany yellow thing?
Oh,
when you're
yeah,
coming
yeah.
in from the
When you're
airport?
coming in, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's the little red ones.
The little red ones.
Little in comparison.
I think that covers it. That's
Bigger
what
than
the
me.
tourists are here for.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep, we're here.
Yeah,
They come here to just check out.
for a famous Mitchell and Rye. Let's.
They get in
listen to
here.
their-
They get in here. They triangulate how many JB high fives are around and figure out where we are.
Yep. They're coming in.
I had oh bloody hell! Never mind. I had a thing. Just another one like when people I've seen several staff members at previous jobs before when they would they'd see people with big old cameras.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah,
Seen them.
You said that and mimed it as if this was gonna be like an old timey put your head under the curtain, and it's got the bulb, that single use bulb that smashes.
That would be
From
more.
the sheer force of the flash, I assume. I don't know how they work, but I'm pretty sure the light is so powerful from that flash that glass explodes.
Well, it has to zap all the color out of the image and make it get that old retro look. That's what
a
the
good
flashes
joke.
are for.
That's a very good joke. Are you proud of it?
I think it could be workshopped. To
Yeah,
have a better
we'll
delivery.
workshop it later, and we'll try
Cut
to come
this
back
out.
in the next episode with a
Just
better
retell it.
version of that same joke. It's good though.
Yeah.
I think we could do something with this.
Yeah.
Let's take it on the road.
Yeah,
People
when
holding
when
cameras
you're
on.
up on your chair taking a photo, and I've had several staff members in the previous show who are like, look at this idiot, and then I'm that person as well. Like, look at this idiot. Like, just your food's getting cold. Have munch on down. But yeah, those people could make us could get you 10 more customers if they're touring around taking photos of your food. That's the
definitely.
best thing ever. Imagine having someone walk in and saying, "Hey guys, I like your podcast. Can I take a photo and just give you free advertising for no reason?" I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely it. They're
Also, can I
the
pay
ones that
you?
are going to share images on whatever their home country version of Instagram is.
Yep.
Sometimes it's Instagram.
Almost everywhere.
No, not almost everywhere, right?
I know China's not got it.
China's not got it.
Famously so.
Yeah. Pretty much everywhere else, probably. I mean, I've been a few places and they all had
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
But China, I'm told, doesn't. And so
What happens if you take a phone that has Instagram over to a place that doesn't have Instagram?
it's blocked, I think. The
Just
service just
oh,
blocks it.
there's no service.
Skynet,
Yeah.
Terminators, iRobot.
Working on all those references.
Yep. Future is now 1984.
That's for the kids.
Orwell.
All right. It's time for some industry news.
Whoa! You don't have to sing it. Someone will
Yeah, we'll
put
edit
that
it.
in for us.
Industry news.
What do you know?
Here we go. Industry news time for it.
I love this bit. I'm getting pumped. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting the vibe up.
Have you ever been sad before?
Before now.
Before now.
Right.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this guy, a chef named Liam Crawley, and he's starting a 24/7 service, non-for-profit organization that will provide 24/7 access to a qualified psychologist for hospo workers.
What?
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Pretty exciting.
What's he focusing on?
Well,
You
I
haven't
think
read the article, have you? You read a headline.
There's just not
and you've
that
gone,
much-
I'm going to use this in industry news.
there's not that
And
much of an article. I figure
Right.
we're jumping off point, but I know
Okay.
he's a chef, and he does talk about in here about the kind of the hard working conditions of chefs.
Of chefs.
Chefs.
It's a very soft word.
It's a soft word for a hard job.
Good. You should be writing the fucking headlines of these articles, mate. It is though. There's a whole thing about being a chef, which is a pride in how hard you had to work to get where you are.
Yep.
About how you did 15-hour days, 7 days a week. How you've actually bled into food.
Yep.
Had a hepatitis scare.
Yep.
Set
Hey, this is all
fire
part
to
of it.
yourself and your friends. That's being a chef.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the scars. You know, the scars, they're showing. You've been out there. You've been in the trenches. You've got knives rolled up in a little thing. They're cool.
Yeah, they're great.
I like them.
The little pouches.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Remember?
You just did that noise with your mouth. That's amazing. It's the best part of the podcast.
For all the fans out there.
Everything up until this point has been garbage. That, you've just saved the podcast.
I'd like to say I've got more, but that's the one
That's
trick.
your one noise?
That's the one noise I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do think this is a great idea.
It's bloody brilliant. I've heard way too many stories. Haven't known any chefs that are like this, but I've heard way too many stories of people working with chefs that are all addicted to something. I mean, every chef I've ever met has been somewhat an alcoholic. I can't anyway. But I've met a lot of people who know chefs or work for chefs that are addicted to much harder substances.
Love.
And big on that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where the passion is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't make
Passion fruit sorbet
without
love.
heroin.
Oh,
That's what they say.
it makes sense.
But it's huge. It's a massive. I mean, I guess it's all in the headlines at the moment in general with society. Don't want to get too into it. Don't get too deep.
Yeah.
But depression and all that kind of stuff's ramping up. At least
Ramping up.
Ramping
you
up.
reckon?
Yeah.
It's getting more popular. People are getting real into being down.
All the kids are into it.
Yeah.
And that's not so much a joke. But the point is that, yeah, chefs do insanely hard hours. And it's not just for chefs. It's also for bar staff. Bar staff, I think, have it real rough just being around alcohol all the time. And the industry very much encourages that kind of, like, to partake.
To get rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
And it ruins you.
Let me throw this to you.
Go on.
24/7 mental health as aid
With pugs.
with pugs.
Yeah.
Just for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it doesn't need to just be for hospitality. The government should be
RSPCA.
like, hey, listen, everyone gets a free little check-in once a month, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
Budget-wise, I think we can work that. I haven't seen the budget recently.
It should just
Treasurer
it should
hasn't
just be
forwarded
it should
through,
just be
but-
it should be a governmental thing that they just say, hey, everyone gets one a month, one little checkup.
That's a great
mental health
idea.
checkup.
I know that's a great idea because that is literally what I just said. You
Isn't
checked
it?
out, didn't you?
I thought you said like the business does it. Oh, you said the budget of the government.
You've just gone.
I thought
You've
you said
heard it in the back of your
Yeah.
head. You've heard me talking, and you're like, "That gives me a great idea," and you repeated it back to me.
Guess what I did that? I did that exact same thing to Wayde the Spade like last week.
Oh, really?
And practically every time we meet.
Just
Could have sworn in my head I was like, yeah, he said like the business is in like the place that you work will cover it.
No,
No.
the government.
Yep.
Should be giving us all
good
free
idea.
mental health checks, please.
God damn.
I want it.
I would love it.
I want to cheer me up from a friendly stranger.
Professional, though. A professional.
Whatever. Just someone to talk to.
The pugs are flowing.
No, this helps though. This is a good podcast. Let's do another one.
Here's another one, and I'm not going to steal any more ideas. I'm going to
I
steal
feel
this.
like because
steal
Wade's
this-
not allowed to talk,
Yeah.
like there's repercussions. He tells you things through the week,
Yeah.
and you just repeat them on the podcast, and he's sitting in the corner over here being like, "That was my joke."
Yeah.
Nah, you son of a bitch.
What's he going to do?
What? Exactly.
Exactly.
It's chained to a radiator. You either lose the hand and come stop him, or you just watch it all happen, baby.
Pizza bar.
Love it. I'm already in.
Where is it? Doesn't matter. Anyway, they
Too
had
specific anyway.
South Australian. Their South Australian pizza bar. Mm-hmm. They had a fire pit. There was an outdoor pizza bar, and they had a whole bunch of fire pits. And somebody stole one. Somebody stole a fire pit during service, so it was lit. And they managed
Totes lit.
huh?
Totes lit. It's
get it.
it's a reference to the
hip
youth culture of today, wherein they will say that something that is quite good or exceptional.
Is on fire.
Yeah. This lawn is on fire.
I stumbled over my words.
It's just like you've called a landscaper and he rocks up and he's like, "Well, there's your problem. This lawn is on fire." That's a good joke too. Let's workshop that one. We'll put it in the "How Can We Help You" book that's coming out soon. So far, we've got 2 jokes for it, and they're both not good enough yet.
No, we can do it like Kanye did it, and we can just tweet them out and call it a book.
Is that what he did?
Yeah, he started tweeting and saying he was doing a whole bunch of philosophical tweets. And at the start of it, he was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm going to do a book on philosophy." And then after all the tweets, he said, "By the way, this is it."
That's so good.
Right?
He has so many more followers than us. That's the main problem, though.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of people reading his tweet book.
Yeah. I don't think we have any followers on Twitter. Hit us up. I think it's how we can help. How can we help you? how can we help you?
Podcast. Is the
the after show.
It's the mental health assistance program for chefs. There we go. Another good joke. Workshop it and put it in the fucking book.
Pizza bar in South Australia. Somebody stole a fire pit. Now it just look. The article doesn't matter. The fact the headline doesn't matter. This
is a classic joke though. How do you steal a hole?
Yeah. Is there
it's a pit? This is a hole. You can't steal a hole. You're stealing nothing. You're stealing the absence of earth.
And it just kind of reminded me that I've been to bars before and I had several friends who were just like, "Hey, look at this," and sneaky a little pint glass or a bit of cutlery and stuff like that. And it just infuriates me. It's just such a dumb little win for you.
Have you found if you visit their home that they are short of cutlery?
Yeah, they're usually it's young people who don't have stuff.
And they're like, finally, I have an opportunity to have a fork in my home.
Go to an op shop, get 24 forks at $2.
Yep. Solved. You don't have to steal anything. I'll give you $2 for 24 forks if you're that desperate for forks. I feel like you've skipped over the point that how do you steal a fire pit? Do they mean like a brazier?
Yeah, like a... Yeah,
Wade's nodding from the corner.
I assume that's what they mean. They do mention fire pit, but yeah, it's not like an actual pit in the ground.
Yeah.
It's a cage that holds fire.
And someone stole it. That seems, you've just done it to show that you can.
Yeah.
You've not done it because you're desperate for a fire pit at home,
No,
surely.
you can just build a fire pit.
Yep.
Go down to the local tip, get yourself a bin.
Yeah.
Not a plastic one, metal one.
What? I love that you think it's easier to go to the tip, find yourself a metal bin, and bring it back home to make a fire pit to heat your fingerless gloved hands around as you live under an overpass. You just go to the pub and steal one. That's way easier. I'm on the side of the fire pit thief in this point.
That's why I brought it up. I don't care about the pizza place, not been to it.
Yeah. You just want to know where this fire pit is so you get in there and cook your fucking river rats, you bloody homeless scumbag. I don't know, right? I'm sorry. Very tired. It sounds like I don't like you, but I do.
Jamie Oliver, have you heard of him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know so much about him.
Yep. Can't not hear about him. My mum loves him.
Yep.
Everything she's cooked ever, I think Jamie Oliver did it first.
Jamie Oliver is to her like Wayde is to you. He's the original.
Jamie Oliver's UK restaurant chain collapses and leaving 1,000 people jobless, mainly due to rents going up, but also increased competition. And I just found it interesting because he's just got such a giant name, and it ties into our conversation a couple of weeks ago that celebrity chefs. We talked about celebrities going into the industry, but this is a celebrity chef.
Yeah,
and his chain family.
You would usually get behind. Hey, listen, let me tell you something about this news.
Yeah.
I've heard it. Weirdly, it's been brought up twice to me. Nobody talks to me about anything, usually. And yet this shit comes up twice, and I'm like, shut up. Rye's definitely going to talk about this, and I want everything to be fresh. But I didn't do any research following that. But what's the restaurant chain? What is it?
Don't know, actually. Jamie's Delis, Jamie's Pizzeria, Jamie's Italian. That one seems poorly named.
So it wasn't all the one brand. He has a lot of things that have sunk. But it's just all the things with his name on them.
I just listed the ones that didn't go under.
Oh, right. They're going strong. Jamie's
They're going
Deli.
Great. There's also 15 Cornwell, a training restaurant for disadvantaged young people that operates
That's fucking brilliant.
That's good.
That's gone under?
He does some good stuff. I like Jamie.
No, that hasn't gone under. That's got funding, surely.
Huh?
It's got government funding.
Yeah, no, they're all the ones I'm reading now.
They're in.
They're doing great.
They're still going good? Good. I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
He said something about how he had invested something like $23 million of his own money into these sorts of things. I came up with 23 out of the air then.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
I imagine it's quite close.
I don't think anyone's coming to us for actual factual news. I think they're more
Really?
here for the bits.
Oh, damn it. I've got to work harder on the bits. I thought this was a news program. We've got a desk and a pot plant in front of us.
Wine. Do most newscasters drink wine?
Yeah,
Should.
You just don't see it. Well, much like now. This is an audio medium. Hey, the other thing, though, is I have seen a few Jamie Oliver things.
Yeah.
And they're usually about, hey, I'm going to make kids like better food.
Yeah.
Enough with your chicken nuggies, boys. And girls. Girls love a nuggie. He's like, he shows them, this is how you make chicken nuggets. Look, it's gross. And they're all like, ew, gross. And then he's like, here's how you make fucking, I don't know, cauliflower florets.
Yeah.
And they're like, yep. And then he's like, now who wants this chicken nuggie, which is all gross?
Yeah.
And who wants this cauliflower floret? And they're like, chicken nuggets, you idiot. Because we are children. And
Yeah.
we want them chicken nuggies like McDonald's.
Most adults would pick the chicken nuggies.
I would pick the chicken nuggets.
I'd take the chicken nuggies.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement.
Yep.
Chicken nuggies.
What
We can get boutique chicken nuggies in Melbourne.
do you mean? Where?
I
What?
don't know, somewhere surely. And if there's not, there's another idea.
Fuck off.
You can just say any food and it'll exist in some form of in some artisan version in Melbourne
Yep.
somewhere.
Ox penis hot dogs. Mm-hmm. You reckon?
Down in Camberwell. Everything's happening.
Just at the markets there. You open up a dictionary and it's at the secondhand bookshop, and hollowed out there's a little area where it's like, you're not actually buying a dictionary here. You're buying ox penis hot dogs that are hollowed out and placed in the in the dictionary.
Yeah,
So
dick in
essentially,
a dictionary.
he's like, it's a gentleman
Yeah.
with access to ox penis hot dogs.
Yeah.
But he's disguised the shop as a secondhand bookshop. Are you following me?
Yeah, no, it's quite clear.
Yeah. And then, much like a youth trying to hide where their cigarettes and lighters, they sort of cut a bit out of the dictionary. So when you open it, there's an alcove there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's cut it into an ox penis hot dog shape,
Yeah.
and he's stashed it in there. It's a black market ox penis hot dog bookshop.
Ox penis is ox penis off the? Like, are you not allowed to sell it in your Woolies?
I don't know. I haven't looked for it before. I'm going to start, though. Hey, you're the one who came up with the business idea. I'm just trying to solidify it in reality.
My business idea with chicken nuggies.
You came up with chicken nuggets.
Better ones.
Oh, yeah.
Better ones. But you can't make them better anyway. Like the worse they get, kind of the better they get.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting it for the chicken. They're getting it for the
That sweet nug.
Yeah, it's the nuggy part that they want. No one's like, chicken, never had this before. I go crazy for a chicken. No. People do talk about how chickens are quite cute.
Yeah.
They infuriate me.
What? I'm a big chicken boy.
You're a big chicken boy? As soon
Yeah.
as I see a chicken, I'm like, why are you not already in nugget form? I'm done with your shit.
No. You get a silky chicken with little booties.
Little booty chicken?
Yeah. No, they come with inbuilt booties.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
They got
big old crests as well. They're very, very flourishy.
Yeah.
Imagine an 18th century pompous royalty
Yep.
walking around. Now picture that person as a chicken.
Yeah, that's what they look
silky.
like. And then what?
Yeah, you make chicken nuggies out.
Yeah, exactly. You look at them for a bit and you're like, I've had enough of your shit, you pompous royalty chicken.
Nah, they're great though. Look at them. Look at these little booties. Hey, listeners, take a look at this. Pretty good. That one doesn't have booties.
What's it called? A silky broiler?
Silky broiler sounds like a boxer from the 20s in England.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, I wasn't listening for a second, but yeah,
good.
it absolutely does.
Tweet at me how
Ooh.
good it was.
And there's an article saying, why keep silky chicken? And I assure you the first point is they make silky chicky nuggies.
My mum's got them. My mum's featured very heavily on this episode, it turns out.
Yeah.
But
Are you
she's
okay? Are
she's
you and
got-
your mum okay?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I might go see it.
Yeah. Come on,
No,
come.
she's got some chickens, and I like them because they're funny, and they've all got very different personalities. One's very boisterous, likes to peck all the other ones. That one's a bad one.
Yeah.
That would make the best nuggies.
yeah. The best nuggies are the ones where you can taste how bad they were in life.
This chicken was a bitch.
Now, pass me some of that sweet and sour sauces. Nah, barbecue. Sorry. I shouldn't have said sweet and sour. I shouldn't have said sweet and sour. It was barbecue. You idiot, Mitchell. You fucking barbecue. It's something I so strongly believe in as well.
I'd only dip into the sweet red myself.
Hey, sweet cheeks.
Yeah, baby.
Why are we talking about chicken nuggets? Fuck it. Hey, let's get some feedback.
It's time for feedback. For feedback. Feedback.
Thanks to Lenny Squeeze and his silky-feeted chickens for that intro. This is feedback. A time where we tell you what you said was stupid.
That's such a good tagline.
It's not always stupid, though. But hey, listen. This is going to really excite you.
Oh.
There we go. I knew it would. Woo, indeed. Hey, you remember our friend who was obsessed with croissants from the first episode?
Yeah.
She loves loon
Yeah,
croissantery.
she does.
She's back, baby.
She's a loon for loon. I think I made that joke the first time.
That's, if you didn't,
I definitely did.
put it in the book.
And 3 pages of a book. If it's a big.
Oh, we've got 3 pages for the
If it's-
book?
if it's big
Wait,
text.
each of these one-line jokes is a full page?
It's a small book, big text.
A couple of illustrations.
What are we doing?
Disappointed again.
Oh no.
She's disappointed.
Has she been ever appointed?
Stop it. You fucking flirt. There are better croissants to be had along this street. Straight into it. She's still hounding.
Boy.
She's still chasing the loon
Buttery
dragon.
crispiness.
I went here as I wanted Bonne Mama Jam. What's that? Do you know what that is? I went here. Hey, listen.
Sounds like, there you go.
It sounds like I don't read these.
No, evident.
Wade sends them to me,
Yeah.
and I read like half a sentence here
Yeah.
and there, and I go, "There's some funny bits."
Yeah.
So it's as much of a surprise to me as it is to you that this lady went here because she wanted Bonne Mama Jam, and that's 3 words. Hey, listen.
Yeah, it sounds like a mama that cooks you a big curry or something every time you come round and takes care of everybody. No, what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wasn't facing the mic for that.
No, that's going to come up great. I'm hoping that Wade redoes your parts in some part.
He just voiced over it.
Late at night, he'll just be like, and faces the mic himself. Essentially, at this point, Rai is saying that he thinks that Bonne Mama Jam is some sort of comforting mother. It's like editor's notes. I love it. Wade, get to it. Hey, that part was great. That's what she says. That part was great. She
Which
loved the
part?
Bonne Mama Jam.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Jam?
Bon,
Yep.
Bone,
Oh, it's a brand of jam.
space,
Brain.
Mama, M-A-M-A, which is Swahili for mother. Great. And jam with a capital J.
Yeah. That's
She
it's jam.
funky. That part was great. But the noisette croissant
Oh.
was not at all fresh.
Oh.
Fuck. She's already...
Gotta have them fresh.
Yeah, but she just hates... She hates croissants, I think, is the issue. She's going around all these places being like, ew, this croissant is not good enough.
She read a lot of French novels and has pictures of herself walking down alleyways, finding cute little eateries, and has not lived up to the hype because she doesn't like the food, doesn't like those
Yeah,
croissants.
exactly. She hates those sweet buttery things. Hey,
She's
you know,
filthy allergic to butter.
chocolate croissants in France,
Yeah.
they're mostly Nutella.
Really?
Yeah.
The brand, or just was that already?
Yeah,
a
straight
thing?
up the brand, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
I
I always figured there was something else because whenever fancier places say, "Hey, we got Nutella in our stuff," and they go, "Does the branded Nutella stuff you can buy off the shelves?"
I think branded Nutella is cheaper than finding some sort of
Boutique.
supplement hazelnut chocolate
Spread.
paste. I don't know. You tell me. Write in
ask the
at
question.
Rye on Twitter. Tell him all about hazelnut paste. He'll be into it. It had that rubbery microwave concept of warmed that leaches out the buttery flavour. I found it a bit choky.
Choky.
Yeah.
What a descriptor.
Yeah, well, essentially, she doesn't like it because she was dying. That's the issue here.
Yeah.
I felt like the staff smiled with their lips, but not their eyes. And I did not feel the authenticity of France extended beyond the decor and some of the menu being written in French. Probably the part where it says croissant. And bon mama jam. I don't know if that's French. Might be. I did not feel comfortable to stay long. I had the advantage as a single of finding a seat without a wait along the bar, which was quite cozy if you kept your elbows in and you got a great view of the production line food prep. There you go.
Was there any bins involved? Could you see the bins that
Yeah, I
they were
don't know.
prepping into?
It seems like she's gone to Subway and gone, yeah, I'll just take one of the croissants. And they're like, this is a bread roll. And she's like, croissant! She's like, I'm choking! Just clawing at the counter. Please! They're like, ma'am, you have to leave. Where can I put my bread roll while I go to the toilet? Please, Mr. Subway. Keep your elbows in. I did enjoy the coffee. It was a nice flavour. Very small mouthful. What?
She had one. Took a small mouthful.
I did enjoy the coffee. It was a nice flavour. A very small mouthful.
Full stop. Is that
Yeah, no, that's the end of the
that's
sentence. That's her review of the coffee. It had a nice flavour.
Yeah.
And she had it, and it was a small mouthful.
Yeah.
So maybe a piccolo. Nothing.
Still a full piccolo in your mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, piccolo is a full mouthful, isn't it? Hey, listen, let's not get into it. Nothing encouraged you to linger over it. Right? Okay. Nothing. Nothing to encourage you to linger over.
I'm out.
The coffee.
Yep.
The waitress at the counter was more friendly, but I did not feel that I was any more enlightened as to what everyone was standing in line for. The croissanted hashtag is much fresher, the staff more genuinely friendly, and you can stretch out that tad more. She's looking for leg room. She's paying for those upgrades, baby. She wants that exit row. Hey, she's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I think. Not her. She mentally does not have all these problems. I'm just saying she takes a lot of issue in things that we usually just take in stride. Such.
Is she though going? Is she reading the highest praise reviews and then going to these places and think, I didn't live up to that experience?
That could be it, and a lot of people do that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, even just like if a friend I mentioned this another time previously, where a friends take me to a cafe,
Yeah, they always scoop you up.
scoop me up in a carriage and they whisk me off to I was trying to think of a cafe name, couldn't think of any.
Dog was a good one that you came up with once.
Bumbleballs.
Yep, that's good too.
And yeah,
Mumbleballs.
Everyone says like, hey, I
Bullhorn.
go here every Saturday and it's the best place I've ever been. It's my local and you should come on down because it's my favorite cafe. And it's their favorite cafe is because they're hungover every single Saturday.
Yeah.
Or some other bullshit
And they
reason
got
like that.
It's that one place that does sausages.
Yeah.
No Melbourne cafe has sausages on the menu anymore.
Yeah,
Have you
it went
noticed
out
that?
phase. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was
so
big
it's
for a
actually
while
quite unique to get. I mean, you've got to go quite far out of suburbs.
Yeah.
And
And then it's nothing but sausage.
yeah, and then it's we're going out there for different reasons. But
No, once you get out a little way, and then they'll give you the big breakfast for big people.
yeah, that's it. And it's
I
got
didn't
sausage.
mean it in an insulting way. I meant big personalities, big.
Yeah, big personalities want sausage, tomato, fried eggies on the toast.
Yep.
Maybe a couple of soldiers. Mm-hmm. Away from home.
Probably got a hash brown.
Yep.
Maybe some spinach,
Cool.
but only a little bit.
Let's list other breakfast foods. There's cereals from the top alphabetical.
But yeah, as soon as somebody says it's the best place that they've ever been to, then I'm going to hate it. There's no way
Yeah,
I'm
of
going to
course,
enjoy it.
because it's not that good.
Yeah.
I usually say the best place the places that I like the most are the ones where they've got something that I like for $7 instead of, $19.
Yeah.
And they don't talk to me too much. They let me just be by myself. Those are my favorite places.
Also, if you
even though
take someone there and they don't like it, they spent $7 instead of 19.
I'm not taking anyone to my local.
I know.
It's
I haven't
my
been.
space.
I haven't been.
You don't get to come to my space.
I've seen 0 carriages rock up to my house.
I'm not sending a driver for you, Rye. She's lonely though.
Well,
And I think we should hang out with her.
Yeah, let's get her on. Let's take her out croissanting.
Yeah, a little croissant around the town.
Why don't we make her some croissants? Why don't we? I don't know anything about croissants,
Yeah, that's probably why we don't make her croissants.
but perhaps she'll appreciate the love that's gone into it.
Hey, shut your damn face. Here's another review. This one was sent in. Isn't that cool? That's interesting. We've got followers.
Yep.
They're all our friends. This
Shout
one's
out
from
to
my
Mum.
friend Dapper Matt.
Hey.
He sent this in, and I've got a little bit of insight afterwards to share with you as well.
Good.
Because it's from somewhere where he knows people that work there at the very least. 1 star. This is about a bar, by the way.
Okay.
Out of our realm of
Yep.
knowledge.
Been to a lot of well, no, not a lot. Not like there's a lot of bars out there.
Right, I'm reading reviews now. Shush. 1 star. I'm really disappointed that I have to rate this 1 star when it really deserves a gaping chasm of negative star value that would ideally consume this venue entirely, like the event horizon of Black Hole. What do you think of that?
Really pretty good.
What?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm just speechless, astounded.
I think he's overreacting, to be honest.
Yep.
This venue is a cliched abortion. This venue is a cliched abortion, right?
My biggest complaint when I have an abortion is that it just was too cliche.
Yeah, it was cliche.
Very predictable.
This venue is...
I feel bad about that. It just didn't have enough substance to worth
What's
it.
the cliche of an abortion?
Apologies.
This venue is a woman's right to choose. Standard cliched abortion.
Good. Hey, what's the review like?
Fairly standard and not that weird.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
This venue is a cliched abortion and is manifestly undercooked in terms of any degree of class, execution, or really anything you want from a decent bar.
Yeah.
Service was appalling. Staff appeared to struggle with the very concept of being alive. I've met people like that in the bar. That's definitely, yeah. Hey, it happens. Let alone taking a drink order. And the fact that this catastrophe is hidden in a freezer is the height of conceitedness. It's a secret bar. It's not a big secret, though. But it's just the entrance is cool.
Yeah.
You go through a freezer door and you're in a bar.
Secret. The idea has always frustrated me. I think there's one in Melbourne that has a bookcase in front of it.
Yeah.
You got a good door.
Fall from grace.
You've got a cool door.
State of grace.
Secret is a strong word because secret also means going under.
That's the thing, though. It's not really a secret. It's heavily advertised as best secret bar in Melbourne.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, that bookcase one did shut for quite some time and move location. I don't know if it went under. That's probably a bit of a big assumption. But I went to go there one time and bookcase was gone.
You were just pulling out books.
Yeah. It was someone's apartment and I was throwing books on the floor being like, take me to the bar, you bitch. Stop it. Don't touch me. I'm not leaving until I have a drink with small umbrellas. Who are these umbrellas for? Last line is, I wish I could erase this place not only from my memory, but from life itself. Terrorist threat. That's how he ends it. Can I give you a small amount of insight into this complaint? He never made it in. It's a very small place. This is the little facts I've been given about it.
Okay.
Very small place.
Yeah.
Person who served him, friend of a friend of a friend. Pretty good at the job, apparently. Don't even know their name. But
Shouldn't say it anyway.
Place was at capacity. Too specific. Place was at capacity. Small capacity. Guy couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Guy was like, "No, I'm from Hospo. I work up the road. Like, is there not,
Yeah.
Hospo helping Hospo?" And they're like, "No, there's laws.
Yeah.
We're at capacity. I'm sorry, friend, but you can't come in." And he left, and he wrote that.
This is so kind of a side note, but it just made me think of the most infuriating thing that I don't encounter it much anymore, but I definitely encountered it a lot more in the country, perhaps because they knew my face or something like that.
Is it rabbits?
When hospo staff say, "Hey, sorry, I get it because I work in hospo. If you're having a rough day on the job or something like that," or even worse, I've had people say, "Hey, do you want me to come and like help you out? I want to do some dishes," and they don't work there. This has only happened a few times in the country, but
People are offering to do some dishes for you.
very bizarre and very infuriating because it's very insulting. Because it's like, hey, we'll get it. We'll get to it. We'll do the dishes. Don't worry about it.
Get him to do the dishes.
Nah.
I reckon.
All right. I've made my friend's mum do it once.
You made her do
Well,
it.
she offered. It was better for my story if I.
If you force someone, it paints me in a greater light. If I forced my friend's mother to do some dishes at a place where she doesn't work, it makes me look very charming. Girls are going to think I'm cool. You are cool. I'll tell the girls that. You don't need to come up with lies. Hey, but what do you think about the whole thing of like hospo helping hospo? People working, it's mainly in bars. It doesn't happen to us. Like,
No.
I don't walk into other cafes and be like, "Hey, I run quite a good cafe. Can I have?"
It's just it's too vague. You can't say like, "Oh, yeah,
free
hospo
sausages.
working at hospo." You could work at Crown,
Yeah.
and somebody could work at a. I keep saying the word boutique, but and it's probably not even the right word. Whatever, a really nice bar, and it's just not the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna support. I'm not gonna show that much love to someone who comes in and says, "Hey, I'm a kitchen hand."
Yeah.
At Crown.
It doesn't really happen in
Cool.
other industries, does it?
I
No
don't
one
work
comes
in
up
them.
and they're just like a cab driver to another cab driver, just be like, "Don't worry about it, buddy. I also know how to drive. Make this trip free. Let me in your cab for free." What about the conceitedness of a secret bar? Because I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
All right.
Let me pull that book
I think
out of the
that
bookcase.
I think this is the same thing that like with
Let me open that
with
freezer door.
before,
It's not cold inside.
with
It's
the
a bar.
with the swans. With the
Right.
swans. So like it just depends on my mood. So I guess because coffee is just so same thing every day for me. Like if you're just going to your local cafe and you get your swan, or so you get your coffee and it's got a swan in it, I could care less.
Yeah.
In fact, I prefer just like an average coffee. But then if I'm going out for a
Oh,
particular
something-
night and I've got some money, then yeah, sure, I'll pull a book.
Yeah. I think if I'm spending that amount of money on a cocktail, first of all, I'm not. I'm quite frugal.
Yeah.
I will go to these cocktail bars.
Yeah.
And I will get the Crown Lager they're charging $11 for.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to a place like that, I want to experience a bit of an experience, a bit of a show.
I'll take a different kind of experience though. So like, if as long as that bookcase isn't adding on a bit of a price tag. So if I'm going in and I'm spending $30, let's call it $30 for a cocktail because it's behind a
That's
book.
wild. I've never spent $30 on a cocktail. I'd say $22 for a bubble tea cocktail at a video game bar.
I spent like between 20 and 30 at a real nice cocktail bar. I think it's called Above Board. Don't want to mention it.
You have though.
Oh, see, well, I thought about it as an after fact, but it's just going to be me hyping them. So
Have you bought that beat machine yet, Wade? What are we paying for if you're not buying beat machines?
but yeah, different kind of service where they're just like they're walking you through the menu and they're talking to you the entire time, being classic bartenders and like that kind of service, like that kind of.
That's what you want.
That's where I'll put an extra $30.
Light something on fire for sure.
Yeah, great.
Curtains.
But I've been to a couple little, not niche, like gimmicky bars.
Let's say boutique.
It doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Gimmicky though, a little bit of a gimmick because it's behind a bookshelf, or it's in.
I love
You
it.
go down
I
into
love
a
a gimmick.
submarine.
Yeah.
like there's
You've got to wade through like 3 feet of water to get in.
Yeah, there's a manhole.
Fucking love it.
There's a manhole down the alleyway, and you go down a ladder through that, and then and down there is a little
And there's like that
Bar.
animatronic crocodile.
Yeah.
In the sewer.
You know what? I'd spend $30 on a cocktail at this place. Actually, I've talked myself into it. I love this idea.
Yeah, this is a great
far
idea.
better.
Exactly. Let's have that experience.
I've changed my
And you know what?
tune.
Let's experience it together.
I just don't like books. I think is my issue. That's
But
if I-
sometimes they
if I
can
had-
have
if I-
secret
If I had to
hot
walk
dogs.
through a lion's gaping maw to get to a bar,
So glad you said more.
I'd spend $30 on a cocktail.
Yeah.
Ask for my opinion. You got the word more.
Oh dear. Hey,
is
this
it?
has been fun.
Oh, what a time.
I think
Got-
we've helped you.
Got good at parts.
All those questions that we started talking about and then trailed off without making any solid points, we've done it again. This has been How Can We Help You? My name's Mitchell. You can follow me at mitchell.bill. You can follow us at, what are we called?
How
Can We Help You Podcast.
Pretty much everywhere you search that on Twitter or Instagram or anything will pop
And
on
we'll
up.
be about 10th down.
Please feel free or feel almost obligated to write into us with hospitality questions, queries, or far better.
Dapper Matt did it and we mentioned him on air. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Tell us stories. Tell us the most outrageous hospo story, and we'll make it far funnier.
Tell us about your weirdest secret bar
Yep.
or bar experience.
Yep.
Hey, if you give us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Yep. Apple Podcasts.
Yep. Any of
I
them.
think it's
Anyone where you can.
Yeah.
If you help us beat the algorithm, we'll read your review out no matter what it says. All the words, even the rude ones, like nippies. We'll read that out on our little 20-minute, other episodes.
Which definitely isn't out
Which
for
it
them.
doesn't exist
So
yet.
Yeah.
But you'll see.
Tune in next week, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, I love you.
You've been helped, and I love you. Close her up, baby.
We're shut. We're shut. We're closed.
Hey, Wade the Spade. How do you like that outro?